Have you ever felt like you could talk to the past? In Rome you can. Here, every stone, every shadow, and every echo seems to whisper stories from centuries ago. The city feels alive with memory, as if the ancient world is just beneath the surface, waiting for you to listen. This city is a living conversation between centuries, modern life buzzing alongside ancient stones. The present and the past are woven together in a tapestry that's both vibrant and timeless, where the energy of today's Rome pulses through the veins of its historic heart. Imagine a Vespa zipping past as you lean against a wall built 2,000 years ago, sipping your morning cappuccino. The aroma of fresh coffee mingles with the scent of old stone, and you realize you're part of a daily ritual that's been unfolding for generations. Here, history isn't locked away, it's part of the daily rhythm. Locals pass through ancient archways on their way to work, and markets spring up between columns that have stood for millennia. Rome invites you to feel its story, to become a part of its ongoing tale. In every piazza, laughter and conversation echo off marble and travertine, blending the voices of today with those of the past. The energy is electric. Car horns, church bells, and lively chatter fill the air. The city's soundtrack is a symphony of old and new, where the clang of a bell tower meets the hum of a busy street. Modern apartments rise above ancient markets, their balconies overlooking ruins that have witnessed empires rise and fall. Life continues, layer upon layer, as Romans build their futures atop the foundations of history. Kids play soccer against aqueducts. This is the real Rome. Here, childhood games unfold in the shadow of monuments, and the city's youngest residents grow up surrounded by reminders of greatness. It's a city that embraces its monumental past while moving forward, a lesson in resilience and adaptation. Rome's skyline is a patchwork of domes, ruins, and glass, a visual reminder that history and progress can coexist. My goal is to help you experience this Rome, not by rushing, but by slowing down and connecting with its spirit. Take a moment to sit, to breathe, and to let the city's stories wash over you. Find a quiet piazza, watch the world go by, and realize you're part of a line stretching back to the Caesars. Every passerby is a thread in the city's endless tapestry, each with their own story to add. Rome teaches you to look closer, listen harder, and appreciate the layers of stories beneath your feet. The city rewards curiosity. Every alleyway, every stone, has something to reveal if you're willing to pause and notice. So, come with me. Let's wander these ancient streets together. Let's get lost in the maze of cobblestones where every turn brings a new discovery and every moment feels timeless. We'll explore grand monuments and quiet corners, discovering how Romans lived surrounded by their history. From the awe-inspiring Colosseum to the hidden courtyards where families gather, every part of Rome has a story to tell. Let's step into this eternal conversation and see what secrets Rome will share with us today. The city is waiting. Its stories are yours to discover if you're willing to listen. The Colosseum, just the name, conjures images of gladiators, roaring crowds, and the might of ancient Rome. It's a monument that has stood for nearly 2,000 years, surviving earthquakes, wars, and the relentless march of time. Rising from a busy traffic circle in the heart of modern Rome, the Colosseum is more imposing than any photo can capture. Its massive stone walls and iconic arches dominate the landscape, a constant reminder of the city's glorious past. Modern life swirls around its base, cars, scooters, and people rushing by. But step inside, and you're transported back in time. Here, you can almost hear the echoes of 50,000 ancient spectators, their cheers and gasps still lingering in the air. Walk through the same arches as gladiators once did, touch the worn stone that has witnessed centuries of history, and look down on the exposed hypogeum, the labyrinth where fighters and wild animals waited for their moment in the arena. The Colosseum is more than a relic. It's a living symbol of Rome's endurance and identity, a place where the past and present meet in dramatic fashion. Artists set up their easels to capture its arches, couples pose for wedding photos beneath its ancient stones, and school groups wander through its corridors, learning about the heritage that shaped their city. At night, bathed in golden light, the Colosseum glows, a silent witness to centuries of change, its presence both haunting and beautiful as the city settles around it. Stand across the street with a gelato in hand and let its timeless beauty sink in. The Colosseum invites you to pause, reflect, and imagine the countless lives that have passed through its shadow. The Colosseum is not just stone and ruins, it's a vessel of stories, a monument that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who see it, connecting us to the heart of Rome itself. Just beyond the Colosseum lies the Roman Forum, the heart of ancient Rome. Senators debated, generals celebrated, and citizens gathered here. Now you walk the same stones as Caesar and Cicero. The ruins may seem chaotic, but with a little imagination, the past comes alive. Stand in the Senate House, picture heated debates, gaze at the basilica's arches, and imagine the bustling crowds. The Forum rewards slow exploration. Every stone whispers a story. Today, it's a park where Romans eat lunch on ancient columns and tourists mingle with locals. Modern city sounds drift through the ruins, blending past and present. As the sun sets, dramatic shadows stretch across the Forum, revealing its textures and history. From Capitoline Hill, the ruins glow in the evening light, a moving sight. Here, you're not just an observer, you're a witness, connected to Rome's endless flow of history. Of all Rome's ancient buildings, the Pantheon feels most alive. Built as a temple to all gods, now a church, it's been in use for nearly 2,000 years. Step through its massive bronze doors and look up. The dome and oculus seem to float above you, a marvel of engineering. The Pantheon survived because it was converted to a church, letting us experience it as the ancients did. Stand in the rotunda's center and feel the harmony of its perfect proportions. Outside, the Piazza della Rotonda buzzes with life. Inside, you might hear a choir song rising to the sky. Rain or shine, the Pantheon is magical. Watching rain fall through the oculus is unforgettable. It's a living structure, breathing with the city and sky. Here, ancient genius and modern life blend seamlessly. The Pantheon is not just a monument, it's Rome's enduring soul. To find Rome's beating heart, cross the Tiber into Trastevere. This is where the city's true spirit pulses, just beyond the reach of the usual tourist crowds. The moment you step onto its cobbled streets, you sense a different rhythm, one that invites you to slow down and savor every detail. Once a humble working-class district, Trastevere has blossomed into a charming bohemian neighborhood. Its ivy-draped alleys and sun-washed facades are alive with color, and the scent of fresh basil and ripe tomatoes drifts from market stalls and open windows, hinting at the meals being prepared within. By day, Trastevere is peaceful, perfect for wandering without a map. You'll stumble upon hidden courtyards overflowing with potted plants, discover artisan shops where craftspeople still work by hand, and marvel at the golden mosaics of the Basilica di Santa Maria, a centuries-old sanctuary at the heart of the neighborhood. Trastevere is made for getting lost. Every turn reveals a new scene. One moment you're in a quiet alley shaded by vines. The next you're swept into a lively piazza buzzing with conversation and laughter. Find a café, sip coffee, and watch locals live life at a slower pace. Here, time seems to stretch, and the simple act of people-watching becomes a window into Roman daily life. Friends greeting each other, neighbors sharing stories, and the world passing by. As evening falls, the neighborhood transforms. The golden light of sunset spills across the piazzas, restaurants open their doors wide, and tables fill with locals and travelers alike. Music drifts through the air, blending with the clink of glasses and the hum of conversation. Here, you experience the communal side of Roman culture: good food, good wine, and good company. Meals stretch late into the night, and laughter echoes off the ancient walls, reminding you that in Rome, dining is always a celebration. This is the Rome every traveler should seek. The city's soul lives in neighborhoods like this, where locals and visitors mingle, and every street corner tells a story. By spending time here, you become part of the city's daily life, creating your own memories. You'll find yourself welcomed into conversations, sharing a laugh or a meal, and feeling less like a tourist and more like a neighbor. It's an experience that stays with you long after you've left. Trastevere lingers in your heart, calling you back to Rome's most authentic side. You can't talk about Rome without talking about its food. Roman cuisine is honest, ancient, and passionate, born from simple, high-quality ingredients. Dishes like cacio e pepe, carbonara, and amatriciana are history on a plate. The best meals are in small, family-run trattorias where tradition rules and nonna might still be in the kitchen. Markets overflow with seasonal produce, artichokes in spring, tomatoes in summer. In Testaccio, the city's foodie heart, you'll find everything from classic pastas to quinto quarto, awful dishes rooted in resourcefulness. Start your day with espresso and a cornetto, grab pizza al taglio for lunch, and end with artisanal gelato in a piazza. Food in Rome is a celebration of history and a direct link to the city's soul. In Rome, art spills into the streets. The city itself is a gallery. Masterpieces appear around every corner. Bernini's fountains, Caravaggio's paintings in quiet chapels, mosaics underfoot. Art is woven into daily life. No ticket required, just curiosity. Rome's artistic story continues today, with bold street art transforming neighborhoods like Ostiense and Pigneto. Murals comment on modern life, creating a dialogue with ancient ruins nearby. The city constantly shifts between centuries: Renaissance domes, Baroque fountains, contemporary graffiti. This blend of old and new makes every walk an adventure. Art here is a shared inheritance, enriching the city for everyone. The creative spirit that drove Michelangelo and Bernini is still alive. In Rome, art is in the DNA, surprising, inspiring, and delighting at every turn. Rome's greatest joys are often its simplest rituals. The piazza is the city's living room, where life unfolds, children play, and friends gather. Each square has its own character, from Grand St. Peter's to hidden corners in Trastevere. Rome is a city of fountains, over 2,000, from the Trevi's spectacle to humble Nasoni offering fresh water. On a hot day, nothing beats a cool drink from a Nasoni or a splash from a historic fountain. And then there's gelato, an art form in itself. Choosing flavors, strolling at sunset, savoring each bite, this is quintessential Rome. These simple pleasures, piazzas, fountains, gelato, are the threads of Roman life. They remind you that the magic of Rome is found in everyday joy. As our journey ends, you realize Rome has changed you. It's not just ancient stones or perfect pasta. It's a deeper sense of time and connection. The past here isn't distant. It's the foundation of daily life. You leave with tired feet but an energized spirit, now part of Rome's endless story. Your footsteps join millions before you, your memories woven into the city's tapestry. I hope this journey inspires you to explore Rome as a thoughtful traveler, seeking hidden corners, listening for history, and connecting with today's vibrant culture. Let Rome teach you about art, history, and the joy of being alive. Your own Roman story is waiting to be written. Thank you for traveling with me. There are more stories to share, more adventures ahead. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and travel with an open heart. Ciao!